In every generation, there are people who meet violence with bravery, fear, and resolve and chaos with compassion. Today, we pause from the technology and the tools we normally discuss and focus instead on the people. Those who stood between life and death and chose courage. From the University of Texas in 1966 to the Covenant School in Nashville, this episode honors every known hero who stepped forward when everything fell apart. August 1st, 1966, Austin, Texas. A sniper opened fire from the University of Texas tower, and in the chaos, heroes climbed the stairs. Officer Romero Ray Martinez and Houston McCoy scaled 27 stories under gunfire, ending a 96-minute siege. Officer Billy Paul Speed lost his life trying to reach this tower. Officer Philip Connor, a former Army medic, rushed towards to help others. Officer Jerry Day evacuated survivors. Officer Harold Moe pulled the wounded to safety. And Alan Crum, a civilian, ran into gunfire to help strangers. Another civilian, Charlotte Dorshort, raced toward the injured before sheltering others beneath the tower. Later, Martinez, McCoy, Connor, Day, Moe, and Milton Shawquist were honored for valor that changed police tactics forever. 18 years later, July 18, 1984, an unnamed SWAT sniper in San Ysidro, California, fired one precise shot inside a McDonald's, ending a massacre that had lasted 77 minutes. October 16, 1991, Killeen, Texas. Responding officers at Luby's cafeteria entered without hesitation, engaging a gunman long before active shooter training existed. And then, April 20th, 1999, Columbine. Teacher Dave Sanders guided students out of danger, dying to save dozens. SWAT officer A.J. DeAndre and his team rescued more than 70 trapped students and staff. Acts that redefined the national response to school shootings. April 16, 2007, Virginia Tech. Professor Jocelyn Contour Nowak, I hope I get that name right, barricaded her classroom door with her body. Her students survived, she did not. Emily Haas, a wounded student, answered a dying classmate's 911 call and stayed on the line until help arrived. June 1st, 2009, Little Rock, Arkansas. Private Quinton Izagwa, age 19, was shot outside the U.S. Army recruiting office. Bleeding, he returned fire and pursued the attacker. November 5th, 2009, Fort Hood, Texas. Sergeant Kimberly Munley and Sergeant Mark Todd charged toward gunfire. Munley advanced after being hit. Todd circled behind and fired 5 rounds, bringing the rampage to an end. June 2011, Florida. Staff Sergeant Eddie Peoples shielded his 2 young sons during a bank robbery, then chased the suspect down outside and disarmed him. December 14th, 2012, Sandy Hook School, Connecticut. Principal Don Hochsprung ran into the hallway confronting the gunman. Teacher Victoria Soto shielded her students. Therapist Ann Murphy did the same. Music teacher Mary Rose Kristopik barricaded 20 children in a closet. Teacher Caitlin Roy hid her classroom in a bathroom whispering, "I love you," in case those were the last words they ever heard. An unnamed custodian ran through the hallways warning others. An unnamed teacher was wounded trying to stop the attacker. And 6-year-old Jesse Lewis shouted for his roommates to run while the gunman reloaded. 20 children lived because of him. October 2014, Orlando, Florida. Navy veteran Kendrick Taylor saw an elderly woman being attacked. He sprinted across the parking lot, fought the assailant off, and held him until police arrived. This special tribute for the Virtual Reality Reconstructionist is brought to you by the Alive Active Shooter Training Program by Triple R Investigations empowering people through awareness and action. To learn more, visit rrinvestigations.com/alive. October 1st, 2017, Las Vegas, Nevada, the Route 91 Harvest Festival. John Smith saved 30 people before being shot in the neck. Jack Beaton and Sonny Melton died shielding loved ones. Summer Claiborne, Carly Kiger, Mike McGrary, and Kurt Fowler protected strangers. Firefighter Steve Kays stayed to help others after being shot. Mike Kronk used his shirt to stop bleeding. Chris Bethel guided police to the shooter's location. Lindsay Padgett and Mike J. ferried victims in their truck, and security guard Jesse Campos radioed a warning despite a leg wound. Trooper Ross Woodard, a British soldier off duty, organized triage and evacuation. November 5th, 2017, Sutherland Springs, Texas. Stephen Williford heard gunfire, grabbed his AR-15, and ran barefoot toward danger. Neighbor Johnny Langford joined him in pursuit, and together they shot the shooter's escape. February 1st, 2018, Los Angeles, California. An unnamed school police officer secured a loaded handgun within minutes, preventing further tragedy. February 14th, 2018, Parkland, Florida. Harley Van Tassel's Chester barricaded her door. Scott Beagle died holding it open so students could run inside. Coach Aaron Feast threw himself over students, taking the bullets. Chris Hickson rushed toward the shooter and was killed. Peter Wang, Martin Duke, and Elaine Petty, junior ROTC cadets, were posthumously awarded the Medal of Heroism. And Anthony Borge, age 15, used his body to block a doorway, saving 20 classmates. April 22nd, 2018, Antioch, Tennessee. James Shaw Jr. rushed a gunman at a Waffle House, wrestled the rifle away, and threw it over the counter, ending the attack. June 28th, 2018, Annapolis, Maryland. Wendy Winters charged a gunman in her newsroom armed only with a recycle bin. She was killed, but others escaped. November 19th, 2019, Tampa, Florida. John Phelps, a 61-year-old cook, fought off a knife-wielding man on a public bus, protecting passengers and driver alike. March 27th, 2023, Nashville, Tennessee. Detective Zachary Police, Officer Rex Engelbert, and Officer Michael Colazzo moved through the Covenant School following the sound of gunfire. In 14 minutes, the threat was over. And then there were others, whose names never reached national headlines, but whose bravery was no less real. Devin McLean, Air Force veteran, retrieved his weapon during a robbery and scared off the suspect. Andrew Myers, former Army paratrooper, fought a burglar in his neighborhood and held him for police. Earl Jones, 92-year-old World War II veteran, defended his home from intruders at 2 a.m. Their names tell a story of who we are at our best: selfless, brave, and united in purpose. From Austin Tower to Nashville hallways, from classrooms to concerts, and from churches to quiet neighborhoods. Each of these heroes remind us that even in the darkest hours, human courage stands taller than fear. Let us never forget them. Let us honor them, not just with words, but through how we train, how we prepare, and how we protect one another. Thank you for joining me for the special tribute edition to heroes on the Virtual Reality Reconstructionist. To the heroes amongst us, thank you. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay safe, and stay curious.